Hi, pumpkins. So, today we're going to talk about something more serious. So, before I dive in, disclaimer, don't harass people, don't bully people, don't be mean to people. I'm going to try and address this in the nicest way I can while still getting my point across. Also, I'm really bad at talking. I'm recording from a script, like I'm reading off of a script, and kind of bad at it. So, just yeah, sorry about that. So, there has been recent drama in the service dog community, and I want to give my take on it. I want to educate this service clover on her unethical behavior. So, how did this come up? Why am I talking about this? One of the service clover's video recently gained attention, in which she claimed to have a heart rate of 282. Because of this, previous actions were brought up also, because her heart rate was shown on an Apple Watch, and this Apple Watch can only read up to 210. And she used an AI generated images of her heart rate. This is not okay. One, because I don't like AI, but that's another story for another day. And two, you don't need to prove things to people on the internet. And three, if you have pots and you're recording stuff, you can just show the recorded heart rate. But it's also up to you whether you want to show those images or not. It's a vulnerable part of yourself in your life. And some people in this community have said because she doesn't show the symptoms or heart rate online, it indicates faking. That's not true. You don't owe people proof. Also, medical episodes can be hard enough, like recording or catching those numbers can be hard, especially if your doctor doesn't care if you're recording them or not. Um, I also do want to acknowledge a reason that she might be using AI generated heart rate photos is that a lot of people will post heart rate online that have bots, and commenters will say, "Oh, that's not valid," or "Oh, you're faking," which is not, which is bad and shouldn't be done. She also used a mobility harness on a dog that is not cleared. This is not okay because it can hurt the dog's joints and stop bone growth. It is highly unethical, and I would really suggest doing more research on it if you don't know why, and just talk to me in the comments if you want resources for that. She also has stated that her service dog can alert to recurring thoughts. If there is no physical or non-physical indicators, this is not possible. What I mean is a dog cannot mind read. And if you're saying your dog can mind read, you're not doing the truth. Also, she claimed to drink caffeine and then have a medical episode. The research is spotty, but a lot of people with PODS can't have caffeine. I think that's a little odd to drink caffeine, but again, caffeine addiction exists. When I first started showing symptoms, I had to gradually decrease my caffeine intake because I was having a lot of it a day. And she is doing things that are not okay, but that doesn't necessarily mean she's faking her disabilities. And fake claiming does more harm than good. A lot of people have brought up that she is young and so she doesn't need to be called out, or people assume because you're young you can't have pods. Again, research varies because pods is very underfunded. Again, another topic for another day. But research states from the Children's Hospital of Chicago that you can start showing symptoms at 12. Some people have claimed owning that many dogs is a hurting situation. And I have to say that's 100% on the parents. To blame a child, a 12-year-old, for her parents' situation is insane. Also, we don't know her story. They could live on a farm or run a boarding place. We are seeing 30-second clips of her life, and I really think that we all need to remember that. People are blaming her, and that's fair. She does blame and bear responsibility. Don't get me wrong. However, her parents should not be letting her do the things that I've mentioned above. Her parents should take her accountable and say no to her. And I think some people are being very, very mean. And while I understand, yeah, she's doing unethical stuff, there are better and more constructive ways to have a conversation. Because nothing is going to change if we just dogpile and attack her. She's gonna bear down and 10 toes deep, you know? I don't know if I'm using that right. I'm bad at slang. Um, yeah, accusing people of faking isn't okay. And we genuinely, I don't believe we have enough evidence for her faking. I've mentioned some evidence above, but again, you're seeing 30-second clips of her life, right? She is doing very unethical and very unproductive things, but again, doesn't mean she's faking. I would really encourage the people and the community to try and educate her and be nice and have some empathy. Being a disabled 12-year-old It's hard. Being a disabled teen is hard enough. And if you really are faking something, that means that something is wrong in with your mental health or with just your family, and you and we all should be nicer and kinder and more empathetic. But again, she is faking, and I'm not saying what she's doing is okay. I'm just saying that I think people are really mean. Um, I would encourage people to educate her, and yeah, that's ultimately what I'm trying to do in this ramble of a video. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Bye.